Hey guys! Today I will recap the anime series called Cyberpunk, Edgerunners. Sit back, relax and enjoy the video. A young boy named David Martinez lives in a night city with his mother, Gloria Martinez, who works as a general practice attorney. However, Gloria is the only person making money for her son because David's father left the family many years ago, which causes Gloria to do overwork. Despite belonging to a poor family, Gloria somehow manages to pay the tuition fee of the prestigious Arasaka Academy for her son. However, even after paying the tuition fee, David requires an update to keep attending the class, but he plans to avoid paying and illegally modifies his cyberware. When he attempts to join the class with the modification, the class does not go well and ends up crashing the school system. The school's principal calls for his mother and tells her about the whole scenario. Gloria apologizes on the behalf of his son and accepts to pay for the loss. While returning to their house, David shares his thoughts of dropping out of the academy with his mother, but Gloria scolds him and breaks into tears. Meanwhile, some gangster suddenly arrives, and starts shooting one of the vehicles, causing David and Gloria to meet an accident. Gloria gets severely injured while David takes her to a hospital. But for her surgery, David needs massive amount of money. David is able to access Gloria's saving account to pay for her medical expenses and also finds a military-grade Sandevistan implant. The following day, as he goes to school, he encounters one of his classmates called Katsuo Tanaka, who warns him to drop out from the academy, and beats him with the help of a kung fu chipware. Later, David learns from the doctor that her mother has passed away. After receiving her body from crematory service, David returns to his house, and after much thought, he goes to Ripperdoc and tells him to fuse the Sandevistan with him. David feels massive pain but somehow manages to implant the Sandevistan. Afterwards, he goes to school and starts a fight with Katsuo. Katsuo tries to stop him because of being watched by cameras. Still, when David does not stop and keeps assaulting him, he stands up to fight with his kung fu techniques, but David's implant is way too much stronger and trounces Katsuo with his fast speed and brutal power. Meanwhile, as Katsuo's father, Tanaka, watches that David is able to use Sandevistan without any side effects, he plans to use him as a prime candidate to test their product. Later, while David is wandering around the city, he encounters a girl named Lucy who appears to be an Edgerunner and steals shards from people. When she tries to steal from David, David realizes the situation and suddenly catches her using his Sandevistan. After talking with Lucy, they agree to work together. Lucy guides David, and he collects shards from different people. Later that night, after stealing many marks on the train, David suddenly collapses due to a nosebleed and overuse of Sandevistan. Lucy takes him to Ripperdoc, who warns him not to use the Sandevistan more than 3 times a day. Later, Lucy invites David to her apartment and tells her desire to leave the Earth and move to the Moon. She also presents a digital recreation of the Moon's surface to David, but it turns out that this is all part of a scheme to capture David with a group of Edgerunners. The group, consisting of 3 Edgerunners named Maine, Dorio, and Pilar, capture David and plan to get rid of him to get their Sandevistan back. When Maine tells him that he ordered Sandevistan from a woman's seller, Gloria, but did not receive, David says that Gloria was his mother but died due to an accident a day ago, to which Maine realizes why she was not responding. However, as Maine asks him to return his Sandevistan, but David offers his services in exchange for the item. Maine first refuses, but when David shows him his powers, Maine accepts the offer. The following day, Maine invites David to the Edgerunners base to discuss his first mission. After introducing another member, Kiwi, Maine tells him his first mission is to copy the navigation data from the Arasaka Corp driver and bodyguard, Maxim's car. However, their mission does not go as planned, which forces Lucy and David to steal Maxim's limbo, even though David does not know how to drive it. While they are taking the limbo to Aldo's place, they get chased by tiger claws. After much struggle and using Sandevistan several times, David somehow manages to complete his task. Later, Maine officially includes David in the gang. After that, Faraday, also Maine's fixer, who brings them different jobs. As the new gang member, all other gang members must teach David some rules and regulations of being an Edgerunner, including being an errand for Pilar and his sister Rebecca, learning to drive for Maine, and jogging with Lucy to improve his stamina. As time passes, David feels like home with the gang. One night, as returning from bar, Pilar sees a homeless man peeing outside. He tries to make fun with him, but the man is cyberpsycho and suddenly pulls out his gun to kill Pilar. David becomes shocked and is unable to move for a moment. Maine takes back to the world. David uses his Sandevistan and instantly shoots cyberpsycho while Maine finishes him off. As the gang tries to find more details about Tanaka, they continue their research on him. Kiwi finds that Tanaka is secretly trying to use illegal brain dances and BDs created by Jimmy Kurosaki, a famous BD director, who is commonly called JK. David comes up with a plan to catch Takana if they get their hands on JK, as Jimmy makes special BDs for special clients like Tanaka. The gang then attempt to kidnap Jimmy, but the plan does not go well as JK outwits them and kidnaps David instead. Can David escape from the deadly kidnap? How Edgerunner's going to rescue David? Let's find out on the next episode.